And my movie, I said, sure, what movie? What's it called? He said, Love. So I said, Love Poems? He said, no, Love Jones. I said, Love Jones, never heard of it. Okay, do it, right? It's a good movie, though, you know. I'm going to read it a little bit differently than the way she read it, though. I gather up each sound you left behind and stretch them on our bed. Each night I breathe you and become high. The great thing about my students that I get, you know, they go in my love poems. This is for love poems, the class of love poems, and they say, I'm using one of your poems to send out for Valentine's Day, right? I said, do that, right? I was in China, and I called home to my children on a Monday, and I said to them, I was in Beijing, and I said to them, it is Monday morning, and my children said, no, Aunt Sarah, Mommy says it's a Monday, but it's really Sunday. But I was in the East, greeting the day before my children greeted the day. So I wrote this haiku for them on the way to climb the Great Wall of China, which says, let me wear the day well, so when it reaches you, you will enjoy it. I was greeting the day before my children greeted the day. It was incumbent upon me to wear the day well, so by the time they got the day, they would be obliged to wear it well. And that evening, I read some poetry, and I ended with that haiku poem. And one of the officials stood up and said, Professor Sanchez, if we here in the East learn how to wear our days well, perhaps by the time that you get the day, we will have peace on this earth. And I think that is really appropriate in no uncertain terms. I want to read you a poem I did for a very important person by the name of Tupac. Tupac, Amaru Shakur. I was coming home from work one day and my children were playing, you know, and you could hear it all outside the back door, the front door, on the sidewalk. And I came in and said, please, please, please turn that down, it's so loud. And then I said, who is that? And they said, someone by the name of Tupac. And I sat down and said, I know Tupac, I knew him as a little boy. I knew his mother, but she was a Panther. For Tupac Amaru Shakur, when I heard that he had died that September morn, I went out in the park and sat down. Who goes there? Who is this young man born lonely? Who walks there? Who goes towards death, whistling through the water without his chorus, without his posse, without his song? It is autumn now. In me autumn grieves. In this carved gold of shifting faces, my eyes confess to fatigue of living. I ask, does the morning weep for the dead? I ask, were the bullet's conscious atoms entering his chest? I ask, did you see the light anointing his life? The day I heard the sound of your death, my brother, I walked outside in the park where your mothers wanted to see you safely home. I remember the poems in your mother's eyes as she panther-laced, warred against the stake. The day you became dust again, we, your mothers, held up your face green with laughter, and I saw you a child again outside your mother's womb, picking up the harsh handbook of black life. The day you passed into our ancestral rivers, we, your mothers, listened for your intoxicating voice, and I heard you sing of tunes bent back in a cold curse against black, get back, against black, get back. We anoint your life in this absence. We anoint our tongues with your magic, your genius, casual warrior of sound, rebelling against humiliation. Hey, I'm going to save these young niggas, because nobody else wants to save them. Nobody ever came to save me. Your life is still warm on my breath, Brother Tupac Amaru Shakur. And each morning, as I pray for our people, navigating around these earth pornographers, and each morning when I see the blue tint of our blackness in the morning dawn, I will call out to you again, where is that young man born lonely? And the ancestors' voices will reply, he is home tattooing his skin with white butterflies. And the ancestors will say, he is traveling with the laughter of trees, his reptilian eyes opening between the blue spaces. And the ancestors will say, why did you send all the blessed ones home early? And the ancestors who say, you people, black, lost in the memory of silence, look up at your children, joined at the spine with death and life. Listen to their genius in a season of dry rain. Listen to them chasing life, falling down, getting up in this house of blue morning birds. Listen, and he says, I ain't mad at you. And we say, so don't you be mad at yourself. And he says, me against the world. And we say, all of us against the world. And he says, keep your head up. And we say, yeah, family, keep your head up every day. And he says, dear mama, I love you. And we say, dear all the mamas, we love you too. And he said, all eyes on me. And we say, Ka'ifi African, come get African. All eyes on you from the beginning of time, from the beginning of time, from the beginning of time. Resist, resist, resist. Can you say it? Resist. 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 Can you say it? Resist. 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 Can you do it? Resist. 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 Can you rub it into your sockets, bones? Can you tattoo it on your body so you feel it strengthening you as you cough blood before the world? Yeah, that's right. Write it on your forehead so you see yourselves as you walk past tomorrow. On your breasts, so when your babies suckle you, when your man or woman takes you, they drink the milk of resistance. Take it inside of you. So when your lover, friend, companion enters you, they are covered with the juices, the sweet cream of resistance. Like everybody who touches his mother load in love of the idea of resistance. Can you say it? Resist. 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 Can you do it? Resist. Can you do it? Resist. Till it's inside of you. And resist being an electronic nigger, hating yourself and me. To resist lying and gossiping and stealing and killing each other on every Saturday night corner. To resist having a baby because you want something to love, your sister. Love yourself. To resist being a show enough stud screwing everything in sight. To resist raping your sister, your wife, somebody's grandmother. To resist recolonizing your mind, mind, mind. Resist, 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 resist. Resist, 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 resist for Brother Tupac Amaru Shakur.